Hello, hello, hello. Here we are again at the AWDID. This is Pertis Williams, your host at the We Believe Studios here in Jackson, Mississippi, down Livingston Road. Don't forget, if you have any media needs, give them a call, 1-800-492-5186, and they'll be glad to help you guys out. Hey, today's show, I kind of was feeling funny today after, a long weekend. It's kind of tired, but something hit me today, and I did want to discuss it with you. Drowning people kill people. And what I mean by that is when someone needs help, you have a few different ways to help them. And one of those ways I like to kind of give you kind of tell the story a little different, but it can make sense to you depending on what the situation is. This is why I call it drowning people kill people. So you have someone who's in the water, clearly drowning. So you throw them a life raft. They, for some reason, can't grab it. They don't want to get the life raft. So you go get a stick, long pole, stick it out there to them. Tell them to grab hold to it. They don't grab hold to it. So you end up jumping in the water to save them. And they're fighting you now. And what happens? You end up drowning, trying to save someone else. Now, that is something I like to relate to the current situation it seems that we seem to be in as people. We know we're drowning. We know we need help. But we don't want the help to come the way that they're trying to give it to us. I don't want help like that. I don't want to do that. I want help another way. And that's the thing I'm seeing. And this is not a color thing. This is a people thing. We all need to do better, but we don't want to do better the way that is necessary to create change. We don't want to hold each other accountable. We don't want to tell people when they're messing up, tell them how to do better. We want to just ignore wrong and keep our peace, as we like to say. Well, as long as we're trying to keep our peace, then the rambunctious crazy is going to continue. See, unless you put a stop to stupid is going to get bigger and bigger, and more people are going to accept stupid as the new normal. So we've allowed crazy to become the new normal because we don't want to tell people anything that could hurt their feelings. And how is that working out for us? We gave all the children trophies because no one can be a loser anymore. Everybody's beautiful now because you can't say somebody ugly. Everybody's doing great, right? Because you can't tell them that what they're doing is affecting their family negatively. You're not allowed to do that anymore. So when someone does come along and try and correct you, you mad and calling them a hater. No. If you could learn how to read, and I do stress learn how to read, you'd know that the person who's trying to correct you and get you to do better, that's actually someone who loves you. See, if I ignore what you're doing and say nothing about your mistakes and your errors, and I allow you to keep going down that road, I know what's down there, but I keep letting you do it, that means I hate you. I'm warning you to do something to yourself negatively so I can say, I told you so, or feel good about myself because, you could have listened to me. Well, you never told them that they were doing wrong. So how can you now sit here and say, they should have known better? How can they know better if we don't teach them better? If we don't stop somebody from doing wrong and correct them, and here's my thing, if I can't get you to listen, I'll be the first one to say, you know what? We're going to wait on another person to show up so that we can have 3 people talking about this one issue. Because I'm not going to go back and forth with you, but let's bring in another person. And if it's very serious, I'll bring in a couple of more people to help correct this situation, because I don't want to see you fail. I don't want to see you keep going down the wrong road, especially if I've done it and I know the consequences. So I'm always trying to get other people involved in the helping. And that's where we run into a lot of problems, because people want to help their way. And I get it. I want to help my way. I don't want to help this way. Like, I'll tell you, I'm not going marching anywhere. Where have we marched to so far? We constantly marching. Well, and I know what you're thinking. Well, if we don't march, we're not showing up in unity and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Well, here's the thing. This is where I always come and say, well, I got another solution, another option, so to speak, for your marching, where you can still show unity, but without having the dog sicked on you, the police harassing you, and your government violating your First Amendment rights. How about that? So what I suggest is unifying in a way to do nothing. See, this is where you stop and let God do the work. See, if I tell you there's a problem at work and you're not going to do anything, well, then I can either quit or wait to get fired for not doing it. Life works the same way. Your company that you work for, if all the employees are being mistreated, then they're not going to fire everybody. They'll fire the one that complains. But if everybody got together and took a stand, that's when things change. When everybody stands together, that's when things change. So if we could sit back and say, well, the government has set up school funding to reflect the neighborhoods of the communities that surround them, then we already know that the funding where people make more money and have larger homes and pay more taxes are going to be funded more than schools that are in impoverished areas. We know that's wrong. The kids didn't do anything to be poor, nor did the children do anything to be wealthy. So why aren't the children being treated equally? And since we allow this to happen, they continue to do it. We know it's happening. We complain, but we're not doing anything to change it. And so this is why I'd actually ask the teachers who care about the children. I'm not going to say the parents care about the children. I'm not going to do that, because I know you love your children, but you don't care as much as you say you do. Because if you did, you would be thinking about, who is my child going to date in the future? Have we seen the lineup? I'm wondering, who are we going to date as adults? Have you seen the lineup? Nobody wants to be wrong. Nobody wants to be corrected. So how can you have a relationship with somebody who can't compromise? I got to have my way. I need this and this and that. If that's the situation across the board, it's no need to even try to be in a relationship. You're wasting your time. No need to have children if you're not going to discipline them. Your child is going to grow up and hate your guts, because the future, who are they going to be involved with if we're not going to make a stand today and do something about this educational problem? So I'm asking the teachers, and I know they said teachers, I know I read this somewhere, teachers union, it's illegal for teachers to strike. Like, I've had to look that up again, but I think I heard it. I'm gonna look that up during the break, but I think I heard it's illegal for teachers to strike, which is saying they can't use their First Amendment and protest. Like, what? So somebody wrote a law that supersedes the Constitution somehow and told teachers they can't strike. Well, I'll say this, teachers, unless you guys stand up for the children, then this is going to continue. And I know if you're making good money in a good area, you're the ones that really have to push back because you're comfortable. You comfortable. You don't have a reason to fight for your kids. But if we're not going to fight for all kids, all the children, then we're not fighting for any of them. Because those same children that are at those nice schools where they're well funded are going to have to come into the world and work with the children who are at schools that are underfunded. They're going to have to mingle with those same children. Those ones who dropped out in the 10th grade are going to be over here hanging with the ones who are on the way to college. Those groups are going to interact. And if we're not preparing them equally, then we're telling ourselves we like the way the system is set up. We enjoy being oppressed, and we're not going to do anything so the next generation can have a uplift. So teachers, I ask you, take a stand. We got a school semester about to start in a month or so. How about if we don't start it unless the schools are funded equally? Take another break like COVID. We'll be right back.
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
Are you dreaming? Becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not sure where or how to start? At Entrepreneurs Academy 101, our online program will guide you step by step on how to start and grow your own business. We offer courses such as how to write a business plan, how to create a budget, and so much more. Our online training program is designed for you to learn at your own pace, and there's no set order to complete this program. Because our academy is online, you have the choice to learn with a group, with friends, or individually. Upon completion of the entire curriculum, you will receive a certificate of achievement to acknowledge that you have completed the training needed to become a successful entrepreneur. So enroll today to design the life that you love. Contact your entrepreneur coach, Brenda Myers, at 601-672-0695 or visit our website at www.entrepreneursacademy101.com for more information.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, Keepers of the Knowledge for People Who Speak the Truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippiLink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Have you had your Earth Blend coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
Are you dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not sure where or how to start? At Entrepreneurs Academy 101, our online program will guide you step by step on how to start and grow your own business. We offer courses such as how to write a business plan, how to create a budget, and so much more. Our online training program is designed for you to learn at your own pace, and there's no set order to complete this program. Because our academy is online, you have the choice to learn with a group, with friends, or individually. Upon completion of the entire curriculum, you will receive a certificate of achievement to acknowledge that you have completed the training needed to become a successful entrepreneur. So enroll today to design the life that you love. Contact your entrepreneur coach, Brenda Myers, at 601-672-0695 or visit our website at www.entrepreneursacademy101.com for more information.
The Mississippi Link is an African American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, Keepers of the Knowledge for People Who Speak the Truth, since 1993. Link significantly influences the thoughts, attitudes, and buying decisions of its readers. Call us at 601-368-8481 for your advertising needs. If you would like to receive a newspaper in the mail each week, our annual subscription is only $52 per year. That is only $1 per week for you to stay informed regarding many stories that you can only get in the Mississippi Link. Sign up today at themississippiLink.com and click on Home Delivery.
Looking for the hottest content in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas? Check out WeBelieveDigital.com. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We Believe Digital Podcast is here for all your podcasting needs.
Hello. We are back for the second half. Pertis Williams here at We Believe Studios in Jackson, Mississippi. Off of Livingston Road again, 1-800-492-5186. If you have any needs for media, commercials, podcasts, give them a call and definitely have someone help you out. And again, I will say some great coffee up in here. I can't say it enough, but Earth Blend Coffee. Check them out too on the website. It tastes like it's got coffee in it. Definitely worth giving it a try. All right, for second half, I did want to jump from the drowning, trying to save people who drowning, and you end up getting yourself killed, to do we remember, I think it was maybe a year ago, they had this big scandal, nurses' degrees being sold at a college in Florida. They had a lot of nurses come out of that college and went to hospitals and jobs, high-paying jobs, all from a college that was selling degrees. This is what I'm talking about when I say we're not paying attention to what's really serious. If they're selling degrees at one school and celebrities are paying for their kids to get into school, politicians, legacy, everybody's getting a free ride or that extra push, and they're the ones that have the jobs that pay the best and run everything under that. So you're looking at people who just make money and you're considering them to be smart. And the people who are actually smart are still down here trying to work their way up. The system is set up so that smart people look bad and dummies shine. That's why I say you're trying to save people drowning and you'll get yourself killed trying to help them. And when I look back at some of the stories over history, I look at Jesus, for one, trying to save the people, bringing them the good news, giving them all this information about the kingdom, feeding them, sharing with whatever he had, he shared with them, healing the sick, waking up dead. And the same people that were drowning are the ones that threw rocks at him and spit in his face as they killed him. So that's what I'm looking at now is you try to help these people. They fight against change. They fight against doing the right thing. But if we have a twerk contest and see how many naked people we can get going and how much drugs and alcohol we can show to the children, then y'all all in. Let's have a big party and celebrate being stupid. Now that we good for that. But let us take the time to focus on these children who are the future and get them what they need, and we can't find the parents. And this is what I was telling myself. Why am I fighting harder for your kids than you are? Like, why am I trying to help your children more than you are? Why do I care more? And that's when I started to think, well, if that's how I feel, then the reflection of the television and the internet is a reflection of how society feels about you. So when you see the police officers mistreating individuals, or you see the government neglecting a city, the streets are tore up in certain areas, the water's bad, the garbage isn't being picked up. When you see the government neglecting the people, then that's telling you that the government cares about as much about you as you care about yourself. And I know you probably, well, we care about ourselves. We love. No, you don't. And here's how I know you don't. This is how you can quit lying to yourself. See, if I'm saying Black Lives Matter, but in my playlist is Drop It Like It's Hot, Hoochie Mama, Girl Gawkin, Shoot 'em up, kill him, hit him first. If that's my playlist, but I'm out here Black Lives Matter, then the government probably looking at y'all like, do y'all have mental problems? Of course they do. Yes, they do. That's mental illness. You can't be saying something's important and we need to do better, but the words you're using, the actions you're doing, everything that you're representing says the opposite. So I'm really looking at like, what in the world can we be complaining about if the culture that we're telling the world is we're gangsters and thugs and we hoodlums and the women are out here but sexual freedom. But I got daughters who are watching you. I have nieces and nephews that are watching you. So you one day say, I'm going to be a representation of what's good in the world so that the kids don't have to look up to all the nasty. And a few years later, you're the nasty. Because somebody paid you enough, I guess, so that your morals changed or you evolved into worse and not better. And that's something that disturbs me is we don't seem to be evolving into better people. We seem to be going directly into, if the book was a country, then Sodom and Gomorrah is live and well. And if that story is true, then what are we trying to save here? Because you all seem to be like, bring on destruction. We don't believe God will kill us. And I'm sitting here like, I don't think they believe you'll kill them, God. I don't think they believe it. So I'm sitting here saying, I can't care more about your kids than you do. And I don't have kids. I can't give you plans that can help change the situation. And you say, we don't want to do it this way. That's too hard. We don't want to be accountable. We don't want our lives to be better like this. We want to do it another way. But you don't even have any plans. So somebody gives you plans, you don't like that. Through your life raft. You don't like those plans. So I'll give you something else. You don't want the pole either. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm not jumping in to save your drowning ass. I'm not. I'm going to stand at the bank and look at you. Because I'll give you what you need to get out the water. I'm not going in the water anymore to help anybody. Your ass will drown. I'm going to throw you this rope because I've seen what happens. People are just, I don't like to call you evil, but you seem to be more likely to do wrong than you are to do the right thing. You tend to lean towards acceptance of wrong and away from correction. So I'm not putting myself out there on the line and go marching for nobody to do nothing. I'm not finna go out. I'm gonna give you these plans and you can look at them or not. Read them later. Again, give you suggestions. Teachers, school year's coming. The children are the future. The problem is education. If the kids are educated, then maybe we can motivate the parents to get more education, because right now we got a country that celebrates being stupid. From your phone to your TV. I try to watch television. I promise I do. It's a few select shows I can watch because I'm watching it and I'm like, who wrote this? Is this really entertainment? So what's going into you through your eyes and your ears is coming out of your mouth. The power of the word is real. You know that, but for some reason you don't respect it enough to turn off that music, to turn off that television. So you don't respect the word even though you know it's real. Well, the law will punish you, and that's real. See you next week.